Scanning in the Flex5 tablet app uses the same ideas and concepts that you're used to, but we've changed the user interface a little bit on the scanning screens to be more tablet friendly. Let's go to Inquiry Scan and look at some of those user interface changes. Along the top you have an exit button, the hamburger menu if you want to navigate away from the scanning screen, and then in the right corner you'll see the Bluetooth mode option that you can turn on or off. And depending on the device that you're using, you'll also see a camera icon in this corner too. We don't see it on mine because of the device that I'm using right now. But the camera icon, when tapped, you'll be able to use the device's camera to scan barcodes. You could also manually enter a barcode into the barcode input field. If you choose Bluetooth scanner mode, then the cursor will automatically go into that input field and it won't leave. I could click around and do different things, but anytime I go back, the cursor will always be in the barcode field so that when I use my Bluetooth scanner, it will enter the barcode into this field. And I can always turn Bluetooth scan mode off as well. We have a location selector where I could choose which warehouse location I'm scanning from, and options in the cogwheel. Right now it's the sound theme selector. So I can hand enter barcodes on the inquiry scan screen. And you'll see that as I enter barcodes, the results will start listing in the list here. The item that I scan last will be at the top and will automatically be selected and will show the unit information in the right-hand side. That includes most of the information that can be input for that unit, including weights, dimensions, purchase costs, whether it's decommissioned or sold. And then in the Actions section, you can open the unit, edit the unit, log maintenance on it, or recommission if it's out of commission. I can also tap through the scan history to go back and look at the information for any unit that I've scanned. I could also type or enter or scan non-serialized barcodes, and it will show the information for that non-serialized model, including quantities for the current location that I'm scanning from. And again, I could open or edit the inventory model from here. So inquiry scanning is pretty straightforward. You'll just scan the inventory that you want to see, and then you can see the information for it and tap through to view the history. Let's also briefly look at free scan out and free scan in. There isn't too much different for free scan out. The main difference, of course, is that when I do enter barcodes or when I scan barcodes, it will actually scan this inventory out. It doesn't scan it to a specific job, but it will take it out of available inventory, and now this unit will say that it was free scanned out by the current user. And as you can see, the layout is just the same. We have the location selector, sound theme selector. You can go into Bluetooth scanner mode. And of course, if you're going to enter Bluetooth scanner mode, then you're going to want to set up a Bluetooth scanner with your device. So there's a lot of different Bluetooth barcode scanners that work with both the iPad and Android devices. And basically what that will do is just set up a Bluetooth scanner that acts as a keyboard. So anything that you scan will just send over to the device as if you're typing in those numbers like on a keyboard. So that's why we have this Bluetooth scanner mode, is because we need the focus to be on this input field. And when you enter Bluetooth scanner mode, the focus is always on that input field. Of course, I could still hand type something if I want. Well, I couldn't find inventory for that barcode, but let's hand type something I know exists. And even if I tap and interact with the screen in different ways, the focus will always stay in the barcode field as long as I'm in Bluetooth scan mode. So keep that in mind too when you're using a Bluetooth scanner with the app. You don't need to program it like you do when you're using a Bluetooth scanner or a wireless scanner on desktop. You don't need the Shift 6 character and all of those programming rules. You just need the scanner to send the barcode and the enter key, because the focus is already in the barcode input field. So just keep that in mind, that you would have to program your scanner differently using it with the tablet versus using it with Flex on the desktop. If I free scan something out that has prompts or anything like that, let's see if I can find something off the top of my head. Then it will pop up any prompts that are associated with that unit, and I could resolve them and then scan, or I don't need to resolve them, but I could still scan it. Let's say that I don't want to unmark it as decommissioned or unmark it as sold, but I still want to scan it out. I can do that, I just don't click these boxes. But if I do want to recommission it or take off the sold tag, then I would check those and then hit scan. Then if I scan a non-serialized model, we get the input, the quantity input pop up. So of course I'm not using an actual device, a tablet device right now, but if you are, then your keyboard might pop up and you could hand enter just using the device's keyboard. But we also put this keyboard, a virtual keypad here, because if you're using Bluetooth scan mode, then that means you probably have a Bluetooth scanner connected to your device. And when you do, especially on iPad devices, they consider those to be keyboards. And so your keyboard won't pop up anymore if you have a Bluetooth scanner connected. And so we put this in here to help with that. If you don't have a keypad on your Bluetooth scanner, then you can use this keypad here to enter your quantities. But I don't have enough available, so it's not letting me scan those out, but that's fine. And so that's free scanning out. Free scanning in, of course, is a little bit more involved, because now we're dealing with inventory that's either free scanned out or been out on a job. So again, free scanning in works a lot like you're used to. You just kind of have to get used to the new user interface. So when we scan units back in, it's telling us what its last known location was. And again, if it was out of commission or had any prompts associated with it, then it would pop those up as we scan. Let's try this one. And just like we covered in a previous video, if you want to log maintenance, then you can do that right from the scanning screen. If I want to change my warehouse location, let's say that I'm in Denver today, free scanning in, then I would change that here. If I want to change my sound theme, again, that's in the cogwheel. If I want to enter Bluetooth scanning mode, I would connect my Bluetooth scanner to my device and then tap this button. And then again, you don't see it in this demo just because of the device that I'm on, but most of you will probably see the camera icon. And when you tap that camera, it will open your device's camera and let you scan barcodes with that. Again, the first time you do that, the app is going to, or your device will ask if you want to give permission to this app to use the camera. Make sure you say yes so that you can use the camera. And so that is the basics of scanning in the Flex5 tablet app. We'll look at prepping and returning in a separate video just because those are a little bit more involved. But I just wanted to show you that so that you could get used to the new user interface that we use that's a little bit more tablet friendly and show you where all of the different options are. So again, you can get to those different screens from your quick launcher. You could also go to your hamburger menu, to the warehouse, and get to all of those options there.